Alright, well, welcome back to Nerdorina for another gaming video. I'm Jax.
And I'm Britt.
And we are going to do a little bit of a throwback game today. So we're going to play Jak and Daxter. It's a nice nostalgic game from my childhood, so I'm pretty excited to give it a play again.
Oh yeah, this will be great. I haven't seen this game in ages. I just remember it's sassy, I remember it's great, I remember it's a fun time.
Yep.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm super excited, so let's go.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
I would love if they did like a remaster of this game.
That would actually be really cool. That'd be like such a difference to see it.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with
Look at that
anybody
frog
who strays
dude.
from the
Just,
village.
Doesn't
We
even
will
look
attack.
like he's aware of what's going on around him.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly.
Little guy's having such a hard time.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you there?
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Good old Geyser Rock.
Interesting. Oh my
This
gosh,
device
this
is a
great.
communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
I hope the game audio is not too loud.
The game does like seem a little loud, but I can't quite tell. There's definitely a lag though for me, I think.
Yeah.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
I don't know how to like adjust my mic to be louder than the game. Not on the PlayStation anyway.
You sound nice and loud. I think that's fine.
Okay.
I've been kind of fiddling around with
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
This game is great.
It's so good.
The like classic, go pick up everything. Oh, this is how you save your game. Oh my gosh, this is so good. When I was a kid, like the amount of save data that was destroyed by dogs.
I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have
little
captured them
cards
all.
and memory sticks.
No, this is the first like PS2 game I ever had.
Oh really? That's awesome.
Yeah. We upgraded from a Nintendo 64 to this. To PlayStation 2.
Oh really?
And we got this game with our PlayStation. Well, it wasn't like a bundle or anything. My parents like picked out this game, or my dad did, because my mom doesn't know anything about video games.
That is so funny.
Yeah, so this is the
we
very
had a
first
PS1.
PS2 game I ever got.
Wow! That last scoutfly had a power cell!
That is so funny. Do you
I'll bet
remember
if
the
you collect all
PS2s were
7
like
in each area, you can find even
ginormous?
more power cells.
Yeah. And they came out with that like slim version later.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I remember. I remember the first like round of them, the first gen was ginormous. It was huge. It was like a computer hard drive.
Which contains
And then
the
when they
energy
came
of
out with the
motion.
slim, that was like, wow, it's the
Eco
same
allows
thing.
you
Are
to
you
run
sure?
fast,
Yeah.
break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yeah, I played this game a lot, and then like I remember like when Jak 2 came out. Like it wasn't out yet when I played this game, and I like heard that it was coming out, and I waited for it to come out, and I was so excited. And I had a friend who really liked these games, so like she was super excited about it too, and we played it together when she got it. It was a good time.
Notice how
That's
each
awesome.
blue eco cluster you
That is
pick
so
up
good.
increases the time you can use its power.
Ow.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Geyser Rock is so boring though. There's exactly 4 power cells here, and you have to like go through all these shenanigans. Part 1, done.
Woo!
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful?
This sage hates
My
them
darn
so
green
much.
eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
So the first time I ever played this game, I didn't realize that there was like a doorway to get out over here. So I kept going back through the portal to Geyser Rock, like wondering what the heck he was talking about, like follow the lamps and find the beach and talk to the villagers. And I was getting so frustrated with the game until I finally like ran around the room and was like, oh, I can just leave.
Sometimes a good little rage gets you where you need to go in a game.
But I was so frustrated when I first played. I was like, this game is so stupid, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. And then I realized the error of my ways.
You're like, it was me. But we never say it's me.
I
it's
was
always
the
like-
dum-dum.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well.
Oh my god.
First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has
This
been
man
interrupted.
can do with his palms on his own.
Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell.
Does everyone just hate
and
us? This is
another
great.
thing,
Yeah.
if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Okay, bud.
He kind of reminded me of the mayor of Whoville.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was
gosh,
to set
everyone
off
here's
on my
insufferable.
journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word
His
that I had
eyebrows are
90
not
of them.
attached to his head.
But I gather that your young friend,
He has sentient
the
eyebrows.
little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell
Oh my gosh, everyone's a mooch.
Off this poor kid. I feel like after playing like newer games now, my depth perception in older games is awful. Like I can't figure out where in space something is floating.
Oh, I thought you just gave up and you're like, you know what, we're done.
No, I saw that scout fly. This blue eco is like the best thing they could have invented in this game. I really like the yellow eco though too, which we don't see I think until the like second area, like after we finish and go through the fire canyon.
I got some angry snake boys.
Those all-metal boxes are thicker than a yak-out
There's a
skull.
lot of critters
But there
here
must
that
be
wanna
something that
help
can
you.
bust them open. All right, treasure!
Got another secret. Stand next to the box so they shoot at you.
All right,
and then run away.
More orbs!
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Ow. Hey.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
I always wondered, like, if power cells are, like, so useful, why are they just lying around in the wild?
That'd be a boring game, Jenny.
In old games when, like, every time you collected whatever the big item was, there was always, like, a celebratory dance. Like in, like, Super Mario 64, he, like, danced every time you, collected, like, the stars.
You just punch that dog.
I know, and the sound effect the dogs make when you punch them is very sad, and I don't like it, but they hurt me when I don't fight them, when I don't punch them.
Oh my gosh.
I'll fight this pelican.
Yeah, pelicans are cool.
This pelican is really annoying.
I kind of remember this, just this. Everything else has been like very classic. I'm not surprised by it, but I don't necessarily remember it. But this pelican I remember. So
I scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Oh, pelican.
Quick!
Wow.
It's so
We have
far
to get
to
to the
go.
power cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
I think he's gonna get it. He's a pelican.
He always, like, just scoops it up before you can get there.
Oh? You did it.
Yes! I think that's the first time I've done it in one shot.
It's funny, I always start games, especially like newer ones, with the idea that I want to get everything, but then like the second evidence is shown that you didn't get everything, you suddenly lose any interest in getting everything.
I started a run of this game a while ago. I think I only got to, like, I just got to, like, the second stage that you go to. And I was doing it, like, completionist. Like, I went to an area and completed that area. Like, at least up to a point. Because there's some things, like, you don't technically finish until you go to another area and then, like, complete a secondary part of it or whatever. So I would just like go and complete the area and then go to the next area and complete that area and then go back if that meant I completed something else in an older area.
Gotcha, yeah, that classic, it shows you treasure that you can't get until you get the special jump with the special item.
Yeah. And there's only like a couple things, like in this beat,
Let's check it out.
A blue eco vent that you need to get the last power cell in this area. And you can't get that power cell until you open all the blue eco vents, which you have to do in the jungle. I've played this game too many times.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that. You said you professional. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you ever played this game, but did you ever play, what was it, Neopets?
Yeah!
Yes! Oh my god, my brother and I grinded that game so hard when we were kids. We played that exclusively for a while. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know how you would just go periods of just playing one game forever?
Yeah.
That was fun. Oh my god, I would love to play that again.
We used to get, I wonder if that website, like, still, it probably has, like, all different games and stuff on it now. It's probably not the same, but I wonder if it's still, like, up. That would be fun to do on the channel.
Yeah. And then, like, the PlayStation game was, like, some sort of, like, fantasy adventure.
Oh, I didn't know there was a PlayStation game. I only knew about the, like, web browser.
I see that you two
No,
have
they took all the
finally
Neopets
decided
and, like,
to
gave
unlock my
them
collectors.
fantasy
I
roles.
would offer
Like,
my
there was, like, some sort of
congratulations,
magic
but you have
element, there
so
was
much to do, I
combat.
won't
It was
waste your
so
time.
cool.
By the
I
way,
did not
if
know
things don't work
that.
out,
Yeah,
Daxter
like,
could always
I
get a
definitely
job
need to find a
controlling the
copy of it
village rat
because it was
problem.
so much fun.
Yeah, I want to play that. Oh, look at this lady's bird while I'm here. Do you have like any specific memories of this game that you're like excited to relive?
What's really funny is I didn't think I had any, but the second we saw the pelican, I had an extreme sense of animosity towards him. So I feel like that might be a recurring theme, because I'll think I don't remember anything until I see it.
Good job.
Yeah.
Now beat me down here by the egg.
Oh.
Oh my! I hope the poor dear's
We played a
okay.
lot of Ratchet and Clank,
Here's
so.
a power cell for your
Oh,
power.
yeah, that's a good one too. I didn't play Ratchet and Clank nearly as much as I played this game though.
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Ah, love at first sight. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
I kind of skipped the beginning part of that quest, like when you talk to her in the village first and then she tells you to come here, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that when games do that. I hate when you move throughout an area and then you haven't talked to the person yet, so you have to go do it again.
Yeah, so like the quest doesn't exist really, yeah. But this game lets you just run through and do everything.
So,
this area.
Oh, I thought I was gonna land in the water.
Ouch. Oh, it was called Neopets the Darkest Fairy. That's what it was called.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know there was like a game. I only remember the like web browser.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember a lot of people talking about it at the time, but I just remember as a kid it was really sweet. Yeah, it came out in 2005, so for me I would have been like not terribly old. Like
Oh, that might be why I didn't really know about it, because I was entering high school in 2005.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah, bring in the cops, furniture right down.
Hey, cow.
Look at how that thing runs. That run is if social anxiety was manifested in the run. That poor guy.
This quest kind of bothers me too, because I'm like, I put all these cows away, but there's no gate. Like, they're just gonna walk out. Or whatever they are. I think he calls them yak cows.
Oh. There's one.
Every time I start a playthrough of this game, I feel like I get to like, no, where are you
Bring in
going?
the cops,
Hello?
furniture right down.
I get to like the blue or the red stage, and then I end up like stopping. I never play it all the way through again. Or I rarely play it all the way through again, I feel like. I end up just, like giving up.
Yeah, like, yeah, this is good enough. What was I rambling about? Oh yeah, sometimes I wonder, like, especially with stuff like this, where the graphics are so iconic to the images of what the characters are. Like, if they remastered it, what would it look like? Would they be terrifying? Like those giant purple things. I remember that snake.
Yeah. I hate
this whole
those
game's
things.
gonna be is just like subliminal memories I didn't realize I had.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate those snakes. Yeah, I don't know what they would look like. Oh. Bye. I'm not dealing with you. Okay, you.
Like that thing, what would that even look like?
I don't know. And I wonder, like, what they would choose to style things like if they remastered it. Like, what kind of, like, art style would they use?
So true. So true. Would they go for that, like, popular 8-bit but a little more detailed look?
Yeah.
Or would they try to make it super realistic? Or they could give it, like, the Fortnite and Valorant treatment and just make it super bubbly.
That's also what I was thinking. Which I feel like would suit this game well. Just like make it better looking cartoony kind of situation.
Yeah, so you're not expecting like rendered anime style.
Yeah, I feel like it would look weird.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
He made a friend.
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower. Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
I really didn't think I did either.
Oh. Oh.
There's so many monsters in the jungle.
All the snakes can stop.
I don't like the snakes.
They're gonna just look at you like a snake. Oh.
Got freaking inverted people. You'd think I'd like mess it up once and then be like, oh right, they're inverted, and then just be able to do it.
I know exactly what you mean. Like with like newer games too, you can change it from not being inverted.
Yeah.
But that just feels like such a defeat that I just end up just complaining forever about it. Instead of actually doing it.
Well, and it's also like, because it's an older game and you're not meant to really adjust the camera too much, where I'm used to newer games where like you're constantly adjusting your camera, you know? Like you just run forward and adjust your camera behind you so that you can like see where you're going.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I know what you mean.
It's not true of older games, so every time I like play an older game, I'm like confused why this isn't like working.
Or like using the camera to turn your character. Like you just push forward, but if you mess with the camera, it turns.
Yeah.
I actually remembered these lasers, and for some reason I thought it was a lot further along in the game.
I mean, I feel like I just like breezed right through it, like maybe when we played it did take longer to... Because to me, like, I feel like this jungle feels much further in the game than it always is when I replay it. Because I used to be so afraid of the jungle, I hated it. So I would like avoid it.
That is too funny. Yeah, that's true. Memory doesn't always reflect reality, because I remember we played Legend of Dragoon as kids, and
keep running
you had these combat
Don't worry,
things.
I'll avenge you.
No.
Not.
Aw, poor buddy. But yeah, these combat things and you memorize stuff. Oh no, not the piranha! No! Oh no! No!
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't even know anymore.
God damn it.
If it's important, I'll come back.
Between the death and the piranha attack, we got a little too... Oh, I wanted to land in the water. Oh. Hello. What is happening?
No more jumping. Is it just me or those vines randomly spawning? Like, sometimes they'll look at you when you're like 20 feet away, but then other times you're right next to them and nothing happens.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
How many power cells do I have? Only 12. Let's go back to the jungle again. Guy?
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Right? Like, was he British before? Because they were on goof just then.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. And the entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell. So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yeah. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Right? It's almost like he thought that he'd never do it. Like, yeah, I'll ask for it just in case, but like, I can't make it happen.
15. We only need 5 more. Get those in the gym. Adjust my camera and I like walked forward a little bit and then I just fell off a ledge. This is one of those like points where you're like can't get your camera to. There we go.
So what do those do?
The little fly things. She sent them out, the Kira, the girl back in the hut, she sent them out to try and find power cells. But the lurkers like locked them up, so then we find them and free them and they all have a power cell.
Aww.
Well, they don't all have a power cell. Every set of 7 has one power cell.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Woo!
Okay, it's temple-y place. Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Ouch!
My issues with depth perception like really challenge me on these moving platforms.
Yeah. Oh, look at them offering eggs. And it's really funny because, especially in older games, like they don't get the timing they don't program the timing in a friendly way between how the platforms move and how your character moves.
Yeah.
Like in other games or like even middle of the road games, they kind of have them move at complementary speeds so that it's
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting this excited about stuff every 5 minutes?
Wow, did you see that? Blue eco-vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco-vents as well.
Oh, I shall see it. Oh no, There we go. We did it. We got it.
Oh no, oh no, oh.
I also feel like he runs so chaotically with the blue eco on.
I see what you mean.
Our first mini little boss battle.
Ooh. What's hungry?
Don't mind me.
Aww. So cute, this is adorable.
Ow.
Actually, oh.
I didn't think he could reach me where I was standing.
There's a little... Oh, look at you, figuring out how far away. Oh, you did! You flattened him like a pancake!
Yep. Another pro tip, he's got orbs in his head.
What? What? This continues to what me?
Unfortunately, you can't just like bounce them all out at the same time. You have to collect each one, but yeah.
Wow.
How many do we have now? 18.
So close to the goal.
I mean, I can go to Misty Island, but that means I have to do the fisherman's, like, game, and it's just so hard.
I don't even know what that is.
Do you remember the little, like, you go down to, like, the river thing, and, you have to, like, catch a certain amount of fish, and you can't catch any of the poison eels, and if you miss too many fish, they make you start the game over.
This sounds plausible, but I have no memory images for it at the moment.
Yeah, it's not fun. Well, it's fun. It's just one of those games, like a mini game that you have to do like a million times.
Oh, the front is bad. Good luck.
Oh no. You see it? I'm trying to remember. I think it's down there where it was. Yeah, this guy. There's like a deeper section there and I couldn't punch because I was...
Oh, you have to do swimming. Down somewhere else. Oh, I see. That helps grab those.
Yeah, then you don't have to die for them.
Yeah.
It might be cheating if I skip the island altogether, but I just really don't want to play the fish game.
That's just that's your move. That's your thing.
I'm just gonna get hit by those everything.
Yes. The thing has been done. So that means you completely skip an area? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. There's like a lot more power cells than you need. I think like...
Oh, that's cool.
I forget exactly how many there are, but there are definitely more power cells than you need by a lot. I think in the like later sections, especially if you only get 20 in the first area, you have to get a lot more of the power cells in the later areas.
Oh, I see what you mean.
The different spots. That was 20, right? So yeah, later in the game you have to collect more of them. I don't think you can really skip areas later. I mean, maybe you can. I've never really tried it. Okay, this works.
Right? It gets you closer.
Try and get across this thing, and then maybe we'll call it. This is not where I want to go. This is where I want to go.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
This used to take me a few tries.
I kind of remember. Nah, you didn't need that.
See if we can catch air off those lurkers.
Oh, that's pretty cool. With the flying over the critters.
Yeah.
There's scout flies out here, too.
This is intense.
Use the hop turn to steer harder.
Okay. Okay. We're good. Oh my god. That was so.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. What's that?
I just couldn't get on the landing.
Woohoo! We made it!
You did it! In one try, too. That's
Yeah. So, any final thoughts or comments or?
Yeah, I think this is adorable. It would actually be pretty fun to do a full playthrough.
Yeah. I would do a full
yeah.
playthrough. Let us know in the comments if you want a full playthrough of this game.
Yeah, if you guys want us to go through and do like a nostalgia run of any fun old games, I'll definitely do that. If you want us to stream it, if you want to see it on the channel, definitely give us your feedback because we're always looking for fun new things to do. So thanks for watching, thanks for playing with us.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw so that we can keep playing together and having fun.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Bye!
Bye!